Hello. Hello, everybody. Hey, Minecraft survival tutorials and more. Hello. Okay, everybody's here really quickly. Hey there, everybody. And I was just looking at like a blank chat, and then and now there's so many of you. I just can't say hello to everybody. Hello. I'm gonna pick random people. Hello, Anthony T. Puffle Plus. I like that name. Gamer Squad. Hello everybody. What's doing? That's a good question. Well, I think, hopefully, the title of the stream says it all. We're going to add a Starbucks to Stream City. This is, of course, Stream City. I think I'm just going to get a nice little view. You know, it's coming along nicely. Hey, Hey, everybody. How's it going? I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope that you can hear me. I'm assuming you can. If you can't, then this is all for nothing. My day's been pretty good, King Prox. I spent this morning doing a little bit of stream preparation and also seeing my dad, which I don't get to see that often, so it's quite nice. Hello, everybody. You just finished making the prison. Luna, I hope that you had a good time. I love Starbucks. So do I. It's expensive, though. Hey, Sophia. Hello, Electro. Partially Social, how's it going? Mitchie, hello. Hello, everybody. Perfect. Fantastic. You can hear me, right? Can you guys hear me? That'd be so depressing. I've been talking this entire time. We can hear you. Okay, perfect. I was getting a little bit paranoid there. So, I want to lay the foundations for Starbucks a little bit. We're working on Stream City. We're probably going to be adding some more roads and stuff today as well. I don't know how long we're going to be streaming, but we're certainly going to be streaming long enough to make ourselves a nice Starbucks. I fancy a drink. I don't know about anybody else. We can hear you. Perfect. We can hear you. It's nice to have multiple confirmations that you can hear me. You can never just trust one person. Perfect. How's your day going? It's going very well, Alan. Thank you. Very, very, very good this morning. I actually, one of the unfortunate things about being a YouTuber, which somebody might not tell you, or at least a YouTuber like me that, you know, focuses on games and all that, it's not very often you might leave the house. I actually haven't left the house in like 4 days. But this morning, I went and had a little bit of breakfast with my dad, so it was quite nice. Hello, everybody. We can hear you. Perfect. Perfect. You're my favourite. Thank you, Silent Cows. I like the name. Your voice is amazing. Thank you, Destroyer. I work it out every day. I can do 300 reps with my voice on the voice press. Build an NFL stadium. NFL being like football, right? I built the Krusty Krab, Chum Bucket, and Patrick's house. That's awesome. So we're just kind of like making the front and entrance of Starbucks now. It's actually easy-ish enough that I can keep an eye on you guys as well, which is quite good. I like the s'mores frappuccino. Really? They do a s'mores frappuccino. That's awesome. I don't go to Starbucks frequently enough to actually know what the drinks are, but I like anything chocolatey. Like whenever I'm having a drink from Starbucks, I'm kind of like I have a little bit of sweet tooth when it comes to drinks. So I like anything with chocolate. So like if there's a mocha, anything, or a mocha, you know what? I actually thought that it was pronounced mocha, like a mocha latte if you wanted one. But I was once ridiculed by somebody at Starbucks where it was Costa. It was like, oh, you mean a mocha, do you? And ever since then, I've been very insecure about how to pronounce it. Unicorn Frappuccino, that sounds awesome, but I mean, it's a bit sick that they grind up unicorns into a cappuccino. How do you build a post office? Yeah, I'm going to do a post office at some point. KFC, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to lay out the rest of this particular part of the city, because this is kind of like a nice little chilled out place to relax. We've got some modern apartment buildings. I have to do the insides of these, certainly. So I'm not sure what to do with the rest of this area a little bit here. I might have some more buildings, like come across here, maybe some more townhouses. I did contemplate that on one side of this park, I might have like a road, but my movie theatre, so that like straight off the park we have a theatre and just kind of like build things up from there. And then once we've kind of got the park surrounded, then obviously we're going to be able to like make more roads and we're going to be able to, you know, kind of expand out. This is kind of going to be the epicenter of the city. If there was a zombie apocalypse, zombie number 1 would be made right here in the middle. Hey TSMC, I'm going on a date with your girlfriend. I didn't know you had a girlfriend, Alec. That's awesome. I hope that you two have a good time. How's your day going? Very well, thank you very much. I hope yours is going very well too. Hey DJ Arib. Hello, please say hi. Hello, Super Cooker. Or is that supposed to be Super Cooker, but you couldn't have like super? Hey, Mr. Garcia, how's it going? It's very nice to see you again. Make a music. You know what? Do you know what's freaky? Is I didn't actually add Nightbot to the stream, so I don't know whether Nightbot's been kind of like just hanging around here, waiting for me to stream again. I might have forgot to tell him to go home after the last one. What's your next city build going to be? It is going to be an unnamed supermarket, and it's actually going to be on the channel tomorrow. By the way, it's actually a big build. I've made 2 parts to it. The first part's about an hour and the second part's about the same as well, but I show you how to make literally everything. It's going to be a great build. So if you're looking to make a supermarket, then, well, check out the channel tomorrow, probably about midday, GMT. When you're going to build an arcade, I'm going to build an arcade. It's just, the only thing is, and I'm still building city builds and stuff, and as you'll find out tomorrow especially, that I'm not lying, I am still doing city builds, but I'm also enjoying doing a bit of houses at the moment too. Which, so the channel's been kind of like evenly divided at the moment between like modern stuff and city and survival, which is kind of how I like it. And of course I'm trying to stream a little bit frequently as well, which, you know, of course takes up a little bit of time. I can't design as much, but I think that the channel's nice and balanced at the moment. Make a town hall. Yeah, I've got absolutely need a town hall. A town hall if I'm going to have one as well. I should have one in this city. It should probably be somewhere towards the middle, shouldn't it? I mean, that's probably where you would have one. You'd want to have one somewhere towards the center of your city. Good morning, Korinzu. I saw Nightbot. You did. Nightbot sometimes goes on a rampage. Unfortunately. It happens. Can you build a factory? Maybe. It's not something I've ever thought about making, to be honest. These windows are a little too big. What's your real name? It's Steve. Have you ever started a... Yeah, I did actually start a survival series once upon a time, Matthew. Matthew, I can't pronounce your last name, I'm so sorry. But I actually did start a survival series once upon a time. But I don't like building in survival whatsoever. It gets me all stressed out. I've got to like look for stuff. I've got to like build like defensible homes. I just really love creative building, as you might be able to tell. Survival really isn't for me. Maybe if I did it with another person as well, like doing it solo certainly wouldn't be for me. Like, but if I did it with another person and we kind of had like tasks to do and all sorts of stuff, then you know that'd be a different story completely. But by myself, I couldn't play survival. It's just not my sort of deal. When you're done with Stream City, make a Clash of Clans thing. I don't think I'm ever going to be done with Stream City. Unfortunately. I think Stream City is kind of like a project that's going to go on forever. As long as I'm making city-related builds, I think that Stream City shall continue. Airport. Oh no, the airport question again. Hey, Austin, I'm glad that you liked my treehouse. Do a Tic Tac factory. Why Tic Tacs? Can you make an Apple store? Yeah, sure, I can make an Apple store. It's one of the things I really want to build, actually. And a bank. I finished my school, finally, that I was working on. I don't know when that'll be up on the channel, because that's another build like the supermarket that you're going to see. It's like a multi part build. Like the school's going to be like at least 2 parts. Hey there, Wrens. I made some of your builds. Thank you, more. Can you make an Apex Legends statue? I'm not really making statues and stuff at the moment, unfortunately. Where do these lights go? I think they go here. Or do they go a bit lower? Is that... Oh, no, they go here. Perfect. Hang on, that's a massive message, but I want to read it. 2 years ago, I watched your videos and I had built a SpongeBob city like I built SpongeBob and the Sandies and Krusty Krab and all that, and I've built so many of your builds. I just want to say thanks. Well, thank you so much for watching all of those videos. Desire? Is the bank going to have a vault? Yeah, it actually is, Social. It's gonna have a vault. It's gonna have like what you'd expect a bank to have. It's gonna have like the normal, like, you know, those people that hide behind glass and like keep your money that you've got to go and ask for your money. It's gonna have like a whole set of those, and then it's gonna have like access to a vault and probably like a small little waiting area. It's gonna be quite a simple bank, but I think it'll be cool. It's gonna look somewhat similar to my last bank. My brother says that you should make Navy and Army builds like Lord Dakar. I'm eventually going to make like a military base, and I did once upon a time make a tank, but I'm not really focusing on that stuff, Mitchie. But if I have a reason to make like military builds, then I will. Like, as I say, like if I do decide to like make a military base, then I'll obviously like make all of that stuff. I like to have a reason to make vehicles. I think I might have said that before, where like, let's say like I got a request to make, say, like a school bus or something. Like, I'd want to like make an entire set of builds that go along with them. Like, I really want to make like a new fire engine and like ambulance and stuff, but to go with those, I also want to pair them with all of the relevant vehicles. So like, hang on, I've got to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. Okay, that's as far back as it goes. So yeah, eventually. You started your stream early. I did a little bit, Joshua. And hello once again to the stream. I did start a little bit early. Unfortunately, I usually when my girlfriend goes on dinner, because she's got like a regular job, like a 9 till 5. It's actually a little bit worse than that. It's not 9 till 5. It's like 7 in the morning. She gets like back at 6. Like, we usually have a bit of a chat at lunchtime, but she isn't having a break today, so a little bit early. Hey there, TCB. How's it going? I wondered when you'd stop by. Very nice to see you. It's Lord Daka, not Darker. How are you supposed to pronounce that? Lord Dak? Lord Dakai? I don't know how... When you put like a K and a D next to it, a K and an R next to each other. Hey there, Blue Fireball. I'm out of school and I decided to watch your old vids. Depending on which ones you watch, that might not be so pleasurable. Happy Friday to you all. Teddy Gaming, of course. My dad won't buy me Minecraft on PS4. Well, that's a shame. Hey, UPS Windows. Have you uploaded your school yet? If not, when are you going to do it? No, I've not even made the tutorial for a school because I've been making the tutorial for my supermarket, which is going up tomorrow. So that's the next big one, and then I'll probably give it like a week's break on like big city related builds. I'll have a couple of small ones, but then I'll make the tutorial for the school. Hang on. Oh no, I messed up. Oh no. Okay, so this window is too small. My bad. And I've made the entire wall. Thank you, Cook. I added your home on my Java Edition server. That's awesome. Which one? Hey, Banana Man. I hope you're doing very well. Nice to... Just search up Lord and he will give you many Navy builds, ideas, and army. I think just search him up. I will, but I don't usually like to look at other people's builds and stuff because, like, you might, like, have done this before. Like, when you're maybe, like, working on something, whether it be, like, I don't know, whether it's, like, a drawing or whether it's, like, you're working on something in Minecraft or whatever, if you take a look at what somebody else has done before, then sometimes it influences you, whether you realize it or not. And I don't want to inadvertently copy somebody else's build and like pass it off as my own. Which I mean, that sort of stuff can happen. Like if you spend too much time like looking at other people's stuff, like even if you've not thought to yourself like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna steal this person's house or whatever. Like just because the fact that you've been looking at them, you know, it kind of I don't want anybody else's stuff to influence me, but I might give the guy a look. There was a guy that used to make a load of military vehicles, but these are kind of like old. He was like an old guy. His name was like Xtigus or something. Like he did like loads and loads and loads of that stuff. So if you don't want to wait for me to do anything like that, then I mean, I think he did so many things. I don't know whether he still makes videos though, but he was a really, really old YouTuber. Hey TSMC, can you make a dump site in your city? I'm not sure how I'd make a dump site exactly, but I've really been wanting to make a garbage truck. Just don't copy him, get ideas for it. Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm saying, Mitchie. Like, it's hard to like get ideas from somebody without just copying them. Like, it's hard not to be influenced. Like, especially if I'm going to make a tutorial for something, the last thing I would want to do is basically just make somebody else's thing. You know, and that with just a couple of changes, like I'd hate to do that because a lot of like I know from myself, like a lot of these like original builds and stuff, like they take a lot of time to make, like and design. I mean, even small things like even like, you know, houses, like concepts for houses and stuff, like, you know, the last thing that you would want to do is like just lift something from somebody that spent so much time on something. I mean, that's happened to me plenty of times, like, you know, with like original house ideas and what have you, that you just sit there and like it might take you hours to kind of like build in some sort of particular style, something you're happy with, and then you're just like on YouTube and you just see that somebody else has like made a tutorial for your exact same thing, maybe just with like a couple of changes. It's pretty It's kind of depressing, really. But I mean, not that it happens like loads and loads and loads, but it does happen, and I'd hate to do that to somebody else because people have done that to me. So, TSMC, can you make a ninja's logo? What is his logo? Oh, I get. It's like that blue ninja with like the headband, right? I'm French and my father's British. That's awesome. Both of my parents are British. I can't say that I'm all that interested. Hey, TSMC, nice build. Hey, thank you, Bubby? Thank you. I thought your name was Bubble then. Oh, you've been together a year, Alec. That's awesome. I hope you guys are doing alright. I hope you make each other very happy. Will you make the Starbucks logo? I think I have made that. Like a long time ago. I think I did that, like a huge pixel art of it, I think. I love your videos, you're an amazing builder and you're an inspiration. Thank you very much. Again, with the kind words. Kill me with kindness. Have you met the Queen? No, I've not met the Queen. Can you speak Polish? No, I only know English. And I know hello in German, which is, I believe, hallo. I think. I have episode 14 ready for upload later, and it's done. Really? I can't wait to check that out, TCB. If anybody wants to make tilted towers from Fortnite in Minecraft, then TCB is your guy. Which program do you use for live streaming? At the moment, I'm using XSplit, but I really, really dislike it. I'm going to start using Streamlabs, I think. Change your profile pic for your second channel to just a block. That's actually not that's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. I kind of like it. I might just change it to like a grass block or something. Maybe like a homemade grass block, like one that I've actually made. I don't know what I want to turn this roof into. What do I want this roof to be? Maybe like white concrete might be good. Maybe like if I just take that. Hang on. Wrong button. There we go. Whoever in my last stream recommended that I can just like point at a block and like hit a specific button on my controller, like if I want terracotta, I can just like hover over it. Well, that doesn't work because I've already got it in my inventory. But like if I want to change this white concrete to like grey, and I can just like copy it, Oh, it has changed my life. It's fantastic. I'm actually going to go and see Godzilla with my friend tomorrow. Probably going to... Yeah, I reckon that you'll enjoy that. It looks like a pretty decent film. I've not been to the cinema in a little while, but I really want to watch... there's a few things I want to watch. I want to watch, like, the new X-Men. And you know what? I don't like the roof being here. I want to drop it down a level, I think. I want to watch, like, the new X-Men. I don't know how well it's done. I don't know anything about it. I kind of want to watch Rocket Man, which is that film about, like... Elton John. Hey TSMC, do you know Shake Shack? If you do, please make it. I don't actually know Shake Shack, no. But I know for a fact I don't have that in my to-do build list. I reckon I might actually add that to my list right now. I'm gonna take a look. Oh, it's like a burger place. I imagine like fancy like milkshakes or something. Aloha, Roberts Rebane. You know what? When I say names with such confidence and I don't know how they're pronounced, it gives me anxiety. Exactly, Rocket Man. So I've got a lot of films to kind of catch up on because I was like sick for like 2 weeks, and that's one of the reasons that I didn't stream one particular week. And I'd love to catch up on some films. I love going to the cinema. I built so many of your builds. Your builds are amazing. I might have added amazing myself. Your builds are the only things I can seem to build in Minecraft, otherwise I'm a lost cause. I'm sure you're not that bad, Gracie. TSMC, can you collab with Grian? I know Grian, but I just don't collab with people. I also don't think that Grian would collab with me. He's got the whole Hermitcraft thing going. Plus, I don't personally know Grian. There's a lot of holes in that, I guess. I think that we've just about done the outside now, right? Well, not completely the outside, though. I mean, we can add some seats, and we have to add some fancy stuff above the windows, and all sorts of other stuff. Hey there, Stomatis. Stomatis? Stomatis. I think I had this problem last time. Hey, TSMC, can you make a car tutorial? I made a whole set of vehicles, actually. If you search the channel, you should be able to find them. I made like a sporty car, a small car, like a medium car, and a big car that you can... I might change these tables that you can kind of like use. A whole set of them. I think, yeah, I reckon these tables maybe like a bit of birch, just so that they kind of go with the walls a little bit. Or maybe like a birch top with a... Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe like a birch top with a dark oak wood lower. And outside, like, there's always those, I don't even know what you'd call that, like those umbrellas that you can, that kind of like shade you from the rain and the shade and stuff. So a couple of those might do. I might stick something on top. Probably have to be a bit higher. Yeah, so those are those kind of like those, I get, what would you get, like umbrellas or parasols, something like that. That doesn't look too bad. Maybe with like a bit of green carpet on the top. This is very heavily influenced by my original Starbucks, of course. So if you did want to make this build for yourself, I mean, there's like a step-by-step tutorial for this, as there pretty much is for everything in Stream City. Hey, Lego Master. Use scaffolding for a table. Yeah, I could do. The only thing about scaffolding is I don't know. It looks alright, and it's good for a table. I mean, it does look good. Maybe if I put the green carpet on the scaffolding. I mean, that does look nice, but I do also like the kind of like old school tables too. But I don't mind using scaffolding. I reckon I'm going to put a white topper on the umbrellas instead. Because that's a little bit more Starbucksy, I think. Just like it's pretty much just like white and green. That's alright. I mean, we could even add some more seats around like where these windows are. This is supposed to be pavement here. This is where a pavement is. So there is a little bit of leeway actually. So I probably could place like this and then like that there. I probably don't know. Or, I mean, the tables could even be a little bit... I don't know whether it'll look dumb to have like a double table. Does that look a little bit weird? I mean, not really. It looks okay. Then we can have the same sort of thing on this side too. Hey, Earthan OMG Gachalife, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember you from the last stream. How's it going? And thank you very much for the free, I do believe, Australian dollars. I'm glad to see you back. Morning, I have a hot rag. I don't even know what that means. Thank you for using your idea. Hey, I love to try. I love to try little different things, especially like not everything has to be the same as well. Like they don't have to be like identical to my other buildings. Like I changed the interior and stuff quite a bit in this one. But yeah, I like trying different things. I like people's ideas. Somebody in a stream, I cannot remember the name, unfortunately, gave me one of my favorite things. I love this lamp that somebody suggested with like a dragon egg with like this. I know it's such a simple design, but I really love that. It does really look like a lamp. I really do like that. The dragon egg's quite versatile, actually. I really like the shape of it. Hang on. Hey TSMC, you don't need to answer, but what would you do if you break up with your girlfriend? There would be nothing to do, Banana Man, other than to move on, unfortunately. Hey, thank you very much, Legend Wilkinson. I'm so sick. Oh, that's a shame, Alan. I'm very sad to hear that. I reckon that the outside's just about done. I might do a little bit more landscaping in terms of like, kind of like the car park outside here. So I imagine this to be all car park, pretty much. Like, just a small little car park that kind of, like, is pretty much just for Starbucks and for Subway. And we've got kind of, like, a crossing here. It's just a zebra crossing. It's not like... I don't think it needs lights or anything like that. A zebra crossing, of course, being where, like, if you're here waiting and, like, a car comes by, they can't just, like, turn in and mow you down. They're supposed to, like, wait for you. I've been here since 2015. Scrift. That is insane. Thank you for hanging in there. I know it's been rough. TSMC, thanks for the amazing work you're putting out there for us. Have a great day. I'm going to build your subway in my world. That's awesome. Thank you, Mega 900 XD. I like the name. Made me chuckle there. Can you make a mall? Absolutely. You know what? Here are two of the like most frequent requests that I get is like a mall and an airport. When I eventually get around to making them, I wonder what's going to be after them. I've been watching your channel and your videos since you did that bat statue video. Mickey Mouse, hello. How long is that? How long ago is that? That's crazy. TSMC, I had a nightmare getting home from my holiday last Friday if you saw my comment on your tutorial. I'm not sure I did, TCB. What was the nightmare about? I hope it didn't come true. Are you in TSM? Isn't TSM like an esports team? TSMC, are you and your girlfriend going to get married or are you not getting married? Well, we're engaged to each other. I did the whole proposal thing. And she said yes to that. So eventually, yeah. Eventually we'll get married, I assume, at some point. But there's not like a date on it or anything. I like some ideas of like the terms of aspect, like the aspect of marriage, like, but a lot of it just seems like a lot of like just like paper. Like I like the idea of like getting together and like a celebration and everything, but in the other hand, like it's like a whole legally binding contract. It just I don't know. I have split feelings about all of it, but yeah, more than likely at some point. I'm just making a couple of spaces here. For a car park, by the way. Oh, hang on. This is going to be split up weird now. Then, so I kind of have it here where it's like split up into threes. I don't know whether we can 1, 2, 3, and then that. We could have a bit of grass area here, since I've kind of had it like split up into threes like this. Maybe if I just have like a bit of flowers and a hedge or something around here, then that'd be alright. Oh, but then again, I guess I had the lines on the other side here, so I could just put a little bit of hedge around this point and then it would look alright. My cars are only 3 rows wide, or at least, well, most of them anyway, so it shouldn't make much of an impact. I do usually like to make car parking spaces about 4 blocks wide though, because then any vehicle that I make gets inside of them. But, yeah, if we just do this, then that should be all right. That doesn't look too out of place. I mean, we could even have it coming up to about here if we wanted to. That doesn't look too bad. If I elongate... I can't elongate them because then that would look a bit goofy, but that doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I'm quite happy with that. TSMC, can you please make a prison then put hostile mobs in it? I could. I'm actually going to be remaking a prison, which is a bit unfortunate considering the fact that somebody has just made my old one, but I am eventually going to be remaking my prison. It's something that I really want to do, actually, and I guess I could put like skeletons and zombies and stuff in it. Alright, TCB, let's read your nightmare. After when I took off from Bulgaria, there was so much lightning in the sky, I remember, and my plane had to go near to bring me back to Ireland, and when it landed it was raining. Wait, is that the nightmare? Or hang on, or did you message and I missed it earlier? No. Wait, so what was the nightmare, TCB? TSMC, do you know Nightbot? Yeah, Nightbot works for me. he's like an actual like a chatbot. Like whenever people spam too much and stuff, like he removes links and like bad language and what have you. Hey, is this your first live stream? I've been watching since the Titan Tower. No, it's not actually. I don't know what number live stream this is, but I think it's like episode 8 of Stream City. So there's at least been 8 of these. I'm hoping that they're getting slightly better every time. I guess it does kind of just seem like somebody's first stream, doesn't it? I could be a better streamer. At the Hall of Justice. I could do. Are you up for the interior? Yeah, I'm going to be doing the interior. I'm just doing the outside first a little bit. I'm just working on it. Oh, hang on. You know what? That really does... Oh, what? Oh no, your message went. Let me see. No. How do I get this Minecraft on Xbox? Do I need the disc? No, you can download it, Kipulate. This is Bedrock Edition. If you've got internet, which I imagine you have since you're on YouTube, then you can just do that. TSMC, I just want to take a moment to thank you what you do. Channel's incredible. It's so unique and amazing. I suffer from mental health problems and I spend most days on this. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Ryan Hyde. I'm glad that I can be of some sort of help, and I know that I know how difficult those things can be for you. So I'm glad to have helped. I absolutely love your streams. They're incredible. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've hit the max amount of banners, so what should I do? If you've hit the max amount of banners, you're just going to have to not use banners, unfortunately. Another alternative to these things, and I use them quite a lot in videos because I like them myself, is if you can't use banners, and I do love banners, as I mentioned, then you can do this, but it takes up a little bit more space, which is the disadvantage to this. So if you want to make an umbrella, then, you know, if you place a couple of fences, hang on, being a bit clumsy, if you place it like a couple of fences and then like a slab or a solid block around the top, and then you place some beds around the top of it, then it achieves like an open umbrella look, and obviously you could drop those down a level. So then kind of like you've got the open version of that, but it's bigger and, well, I mean, if you can't, I guess that's kind of sort of what you have to do. Otherwise, otherwise you'd be limited to just using, say, like, where is it? Where's the green? You'd be limited to doing something like this, I suppose, which kind of just looks like a shrub, I guess. But, I mean, if you use carpet, then, I mean, this could look like the closed version, I suppose. Maybe, but there's not really a workaround otherwise without banners. They're kind of unique, which is the cool thing about them. But I think that we've done the outside enough, and I'll do the sign for that later. I dislike doing the signs, as you guys might know, so I'll add that in later. So why don't we add some roof lights into this place, and then we can start adding, you know, some like tables, maybe like a counter and stuff like that. You should make a city reaching the sky. I actually did a live stream of me doing like a skyscraper that hit the sky, which was very fun. Where did I put the other one? It was 2 blocks away. So first I'm just establishing some lighting inside here. I can't remember, I don't know how I'm going to lay these lights out exactly. This might require a little bit of messing about with, but I actually think that I'm kind of dead on with that. They're perfectly centered. So we've got some interior lighting. We can add some torches and stuff, but that should do. We don't have to go too fancy with the ceiling lights. And I actually have my plans for Starbucks up, so we would... Oh, I have a window back here on the original version, so we can add a window here. I don't know if I have one on the other side, but the window kind of helps to just frame the building a little bit. So we can have like a countertop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe about 12 or so blocks would do, something like that. And then I kind of want an area here where you can just access like sugar and stuff. Just start by adding a couple of details, and then maybe like so the queue area would obviously be in front of the counter, and you're going to want to be able to walk around it, so maybe like a 2-block gap so you can walk in and around like this, and we can join it together with a little bit of glass as well. A koala with a hat, I love it. I love it too. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with the koala. But, and by the way, I don't know if you might have seen this, but I did actually make myself as well. I made a little statue. I got so many requests to add like a statue of myself to this world, and it made me feel like a little bit of like a dictator of some sort. But I've got to admit, I do kind of like the TSMC statue in the middle of my park looking over Stream City. But I changed from Spider-Man to the koala. I've had some questions about that, just for a bit of a change, really. That's all. I'm just realizing I've really been here since 2000. Is that true, Scrift? Because that's a really long time. I started YouTube in 2012, so... Well, that's been a journey and a half, hasn't it? So, along this back wall, I need counter space, but I don't want... I don't want it to just be terracotta everywhere. Maybe a bit of green. Maybe even like a little bit of green and some white, but... I mean, along this back counter space, I don't like making these two things complicated and fancy, because, I mean, if you want to do that for yourself, then you're more than welcome to. Like, but just to get, like, a general vibe in here, I mean, Starbucks have, obviously, they have, like, you can have food here, so furnaces are kind of a thing. They're mostly for drinks, so we need, like, quite a few brewing stands. Like this. We probably want some cups as well, and cups... I find that the best two things for cups are either flower pots, or funnily enough, sea pickles also look like cups. Oh, whoa! I didn't know that you could place them together like that. That looks like a cool collection of cups. I like that. I did not know that... How many can you do? Oh, you can have 4? Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know you... Well, you learn something new every day. How about that? So if we just have like a collection of that, just like along the back here, and if we have kind of like item frames with coffee, aka cocoa beans, make a good substitute for coffee, then should be all right. Should look pretty decent. As I say, you don't have to go too crazy. TSMC, are you going to make a football field? Yep, definitely. If someone deletes your channel, I'm going to range and be sad. Mitchie, if somebody deletes my channel, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be sadder than anybody. I hope that nobody would do that. I love your Blockbuster. Thank you, Derek B. I love my Blockbuster too. Can you make an interior in the mansion with a slides video? Lego Master, I'm probably not going to go back and you know, like make interior tutorials for stuff, but I don't usually even like making individual interiors, like individual interior tutorials for new builds. I like making some interiors to just kind of like show off what the sort of space is going to be like, but I don't like making an actual video about it very much, because I figure like the interior is almost up to you guys. TSMC, please make a skate park. That is on my to-do list. I kind of want to make an indoor one and an outdoor one, and I also want to refloor this place too. What else can I add to this place? Well, I guess a couple of chests would be quite good. So maybe just chuck a couple of chests down here. If I change... Oh, I guess I could put this way. And of course we need cash registers, as always. I always use the exact same thing for cash registers. I guess that's a little bit boring. But hey, what can I say? And maybe even a plant or so. What else have I got on? Yeah, I guess we could have like a plant, or we could have... Where can I place these? Maybe about 2 blocks away? I always like to... I don't know why. I like placing stuff next to the tills. I have a fascination with that, and I really don't know why. And if we can just have a couple of cups, maybe even some more cups back here. I so love the fact that you can place sea pickles together. I love that. What are you doing? We're making a Starbucks, Faith. Hang on, I saw the word depressed, and for some reason I'm intrigued. When I'm depressed, I watch your videos, because your videos make my day, just like now, and I thank you for that. Well, thank you very much, Wesley. I'm glad that I can help you. Hello, I'm a pug. Hello, pug potato. I'm a kid, so my name is not Derek. And yet, your YouTube name is Derek. Instead of a chest, you could use shulker boxes. Yeah, that's a solid point. I could use shulker boxes. There's something about chests that I like very much. I love chests, but I mean, if we want to kind of like keep things, you know, if we want to swap things up a bit, there's no reason that we couldn't have some shulker boxes. We could have a couple of brown ones because they just look, you know, they just look like storage. A couple of brown shulker boxes never hurt anybody. I do like the chests as well, and I'm a big fan of the barrels too. I really like the barrels. What else have we got here? That's pretty much for this area, I think. I don't think that we have to add too much more. I mean, we could add some more item frames and stuff, but there's no reason to make it like too cluttered around here. I figure there's always like an area where you can get like extra sugar and stuff. So I figure some item frames with sugar. Where is sugar? Where are we? There's always like an area where you can get sugar. So like if we just have like a whole load of item frames just like here, and then if we have maybe the shulker boxes, or maybe we have it in barrels. That doesn't make sense. Do composters work? Or does that just look like dumb? And what? Hang on. This might look dumb. No, where are you? Come back, white carpet. Does that look stupid? I have no idea, and then maybe like a couple of extra cups or something. That might look a bit dumb, though. It might be better if they were like, say, shulker boxes or something. But we'll keep it with just for a little bit of different decoration. A painting could go here. Perfect place for it. My personal favourite paintings are the 2x2 paintings, although nobody asked. And oh no, hang on. So if I do this, so. Perfect. And that's my favourite painting. I really like that painting, and I love the guy who's kind of like contemplating. My plane was at the parking gate, and it wasn't working, so I had to park somewhere else, and we had to wait for 20 minutes for someone to come with the stairs, and everybody had to walk in the rain. That is horrible. In the rain and the the potential thunder. Add cinnamon, vanilla, and sugar. I would love to do that. You know what might actually kind of look like syrup and like cinnamon and stuff is the dyes. So maybe like if we just like make 2 of these, like it kind of sort of looks like syrups. How would we do that? Maybe like if we added a dispenser or something, like just underneath. Not a dispenser, but a tripwire hook. I mean, that kind of looks like a syrup dispenser of some sort. I don't know whether that looks dumb or not, but I think I'll keep it anyway. So I think that I have to refloor the entirety of Starbucks here. I think that we kind of have to... I don't like the stone. We're going to make it a little bit nicer, and we're going to use some green concrete, some white concrete, and some birchwood planks. So the area that we walk in here is definitely going to be replaced with like a mixed match of green and white concrete, kind of like in a checkerboard pattern, just like this. So that's definitely going to be like this little walkway area, and I might even curve it around as well, so maybe just like here. Doesn't look too bad. And then I might even add, I might add like a little bit of a border around of birch wood, because it's all fine and well, and it looks all right to have like just a load of colour for the floor, but it's nice to have a frame to it so that you can kind of appreciate it a little bit more. So maybe something like that. Maybe even it does go all the way up to the counter like that, and then maybe we can just snatch that. There, maybe here, here, here. How does it look from the outside looking in? Not too bad. Yeah, so I think that does look a little bit better, and then we can resurface the area a little bit as well. And building your jump zone. I hope you enjoyed. That was definitely a fun build to make. I'm going to be making another trampoline park soon. TSMC, I remember video that you created back in 2012. Oh my god. When you created a wooden house and blew it with TNT. Did you have to make the video, or did you want to make the video also? Alec, I made that house to blow up like for the video. That's the first video I actually posted on my channel that you're talking about, which is crazy. That's a real shame, Mr. Garcia. I recommend plugging it in. TSMC, please see this comment. If so, try to make a Microsoft Office. I'm sure that I could do that. Where do you live? I live in the UK. Do more Doctor Who builds? I don't know. Right, guy. Hello. Welcome back. Very nice to see you. I'm an Australian. We had, you know what? There's quite a few of you guys out there. Filipino and Australians. Ah, see you later, TCP. I imagine that will take quite a bit of editing. I know that those builds are quite long. Build a flying saucer. I think I've actually done that before. Your builds are booty. Thank you. TSMC, you're the best and you're an inspiration. Thank you, Nate Outdoors. Wasn't there a point when your skin was Spider-Man? Yeah, there was, but, you know, time for a change. I don't know whether to keep... I kind of like the floor like this, to be honest, where it's a bit like a bit two-tony. I might knock out the inside of here and also turn it into like green and white, but that'd be white, green, and then white. But I actually kind of like it with the stone as well. Like I like the kind of like the difference between all of the materials. I think that the floor actually looks kind of good this way. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad actually. I might change it. I might make it so that it's a bit more Starbucksy, but that's not too bad at all. TSMC, make a cat cafe. That'd actually be pretty cool. I like that idea. Hey there, Sensei. Koala Man looks awesome. Thank you. I love Koala Man. So I want to add some seats inside here, and we're going to change things up a bit. I might use the tables that I used outside, because, I mean, I do like them. We'll just put different carpets on them. There'll be a mixture of white and green. And what do we have? So we can place a table and chair here. We can place one on the other side. We can't really get one in the middle, so I'll tell you what, we'll just bring them in one row on both sides. And then that way it doesn't look as though that there's a load of space missing. So destroy all of these, here, here. And we'll just make those like white and green. We could even have like plants here. So I don't know what kind of setup to have with the plants. Maybe I'll just use like a cauldron and a leaf on top or something like that. I don't know whether that looks a bit silly though. My go-to kind of like plant decoration is usually like, I mean, there's so many things you can place under plants that look all right. I mean, you can use like anvils and stuff. My usual go-to favorite is like any sort of terracotta. A glazed terracotta looks quite good. But I'm kind of liking the kind of like the shape of the anvil here. I think that looks okay. I wish I could play Minecraft with you. That might not be so far-fetched. I think that I might try and see about like doing a realm sort of thing on stream maybe sometime. I don't know how many people you can have on realms though. That's the only thing there. I don't know if you can have a load of people on. I don't know what the limit is for Xbox at the very least. Hang on. Well, does this work? I kind of need this area a little bit open. So maybe if we have a couple of lanterns like hanging as well, maybe like near the door. That has to be turned into terracotta. Like this. So that's framed a little bit. And then if we just have two lanterns hanging here, that looks nice and cozy. We need to have tables here. And I don't know if to go for the double table or just chuck something in the corner here. So I might just go for like a single table. And I might opt to just have like a picture on the wall here. Or maybe even here. Maybe have like a double high painting. I don't really want to put anything against the wall here because people have like got to walk around here. So that doesn't make too much sense. And we don't have to clutter this place up too much. Another good spot for a painting would be here. Like a nice 2x2 would actually go there. So, or a 1x2 actually. So if we just do that. No. Yes, that's nice. And we could do the same over here, but with just like a single painting. That one's quite. I quite like that one. Maybe it should be over this table though. That's kind of like. That's kind of like annoying me. Okay, we're not having one there. I don't mind the idea of having like a window here, but it'd probably look a little bit strange. So how about like like one of these. Pinocchio's not bad. At least I think it's Pinocchio. And then, yeah. He always looks like Cloud to me from Final Fantasy, and he always looks like Pinocchio. I don't know who they're actually supposed to be modelled on, but that's who I actually see myself. Oh my god, that's so good. Thank you, Jumpy Players. Hey there, Bailey. I love the Avengers Tower. Thank you. I love making that too. That was a little while ago now. Yeah, I'll certainly be making a zoo. I'm sorry. You know what, guys? I kind of got into my own world there, didn't I? A little bit. I completely... I was just kind of like got into a building zone. It really looks like a real start. Thank you, Night Making. Me too, my favourite YouTuber is Unspeakable. I know who Unspeakable Gaming is. He's great. I built the Avengers Tower. Like you guys built the Avengers Tower. When did you start building? Years ago. I love building stuff. Pray for TB. TB? Where's Steve? You know what? That's a good question. I don't know where Steve is. Maybe he's out somewhere getting his house blown up by like a by like a skeleton. I'm confused. What are you confused about, Destiny? Hey there, Cohen. Love you too. Make the Titanic Park. Titanic Park? Love your building. You're so talented. Thank you, Hyperfocus. You should go to bed. If you're tired, Mitchie, go to bed. Thank you for stopping by there. TSMC, how do I become a member and do I have to... Yeah, you do have to pay for it, Nate Outdoors. I don't know how much it is because I'm not a member to my own channel, but yeah, you do. But if you do decide to become a member, I mean, your name glows up all nice and green, and I can see your comments a little bit easier because they're all nice and green, and you also get some emojis, and you also support me directly, but you don't feel the need to do it if you don't want to. Thank you, Cool Komodo. I made Ash statue, but it caught on fire. Oh, that's so sad. You're the best YouTuber, and also thank you. Nabil. It's 5 a.m. That's crazy. Scratch coding. It's literally leaked here. It's 20 to 2 in the afternoon. Steve, since your name is Steve, and then you have to change your skin to Steve. Steveception. I made Starbucks in one of my worlds. That's awesome. Hey there, but Bonquifa Jones? You should build this house and the area around it. What, this house? Of course I do, Superboy Gamer. Oh, okay. A realm is 10 people at a time, but you can add an unlimited amount of people. Really? Well, so that might be a possibility then. Hang on. Let's finish the inside of Starbucks so that I can kind of like do something that I don't... so that I can do something that I don't have to focus so much on. I don't want you guys just staring at me, staring at you, so to speak. So why don't we add a couple of plants just like in this corner here, like where these seats are. Whoops, wrong button. So that looks alright. I think we're actually kind of done though. I mean, there are a few more things that we could probably add if we wanted to, like... If we wanted to add like a different kind of like cooker of some sort, like if we chucked like a blast furnace with either a daylight sensor, or there's any variety of rails on it. Like it looked like a different kind of like cooker, so like you could have like a daylight sensor or a detector rail. I usually prefer them going that way. Maybe it won't go the other way. Hang on. But that looks like some sort of cooking device. But I mean, you could, if you wanted to be all finicky about it, then you could just you could be here forever. But I think I'm quite happy with the inside of Starbucks. Oh no, the sign. Oh, I forgot about the sign. I'm just gonna write SB. I think. I don't think I'm gonna try and make the logo, because I can't remember how to do it. So if I just make like an SB sign, as in Starbucks, then I should be all right, I think. So if we use a bit of green and a bit of white dye, and then maybe I'll come back at a certain different point in time and I can do it. But for now, oh no, just one. There we go, perfect. So S would be, and we need to chuck this up here too. So S would be. I haven't used the loom in a little while, so it'd be this across this, and then unfortunately I've got to swap that over there, and then it would be this, right? That's it, yeah, that way. Sometimes I forget, sometimes I mistake the difference between like an S and like a Z, which is silly, but I guess I am silly, and then S and then B. Well, B's basically just, oh wait, no, that's like half of the banner. So there, no, come back here. This would be so much faster on PC, like one through the middle, and then like, where's the top and bottom portion? So like here, and then the bottom, no, yeah, oh, I'm missing the top, okay. Perfect, and then we can just chuck those on there, and that'll do just fine. And I'll see if I can figure out a different point in time the Starbucks logo itself. So ideally, I'd like to have like the Starbucks lady in the middle, but that'll do for now. It doesn't matter too much. So now that we have Starbucks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty happy. We've got like a nice little corner like locked out in this world here now. I might have to just add a bit of something on top of Starbucks just to cover up like the actual, well, all of those sea lanterns and stuff, but I'm actually pretty happy with the result of this place. I think that it looks quite nice, and I like this little corner of the world. I think that we've managed to make it, I think that we've integrated it in quite nicely. TSMC, are you planning on a Discord server? I'll make one for you if you want. I don't know what the benefit of Discord is. I'll have to look into it. Hey there, GoToSpace. What's next, TSMC? Yeah, I'm done with Starbucks. Starbucks is done. I don't think I'm done with the stream. I don't know how long I've been streaming. Maybe about an hour? Is it? But I'm not quite done with the stream yet. I kind of wanna set out the surroundings a little bit, and I want to set out the next project. So the next project, we've built quite a lot of small things, haven't we, recently? Like I mean, sure, some of these things, like, they've turned into big things. Like, we've built a lot of townhouses, and we've built a lot of apartment buildings and stuff, and we've built like a Subway and a Starbucks. But I reckon the next big build is going to be a cinema or a movie theater, whatever you want to call them, a place that you go and watch movies. So next is a cinema, and I reckon that a good place for it would be to add a road onto either this side or over there. Like, add a double road, and then have the cinema kind of look onto the park. And we're going to kind of lay that out. I'd love to do like a longer build with you guys, and then, well, I can hang out with you guys a little bit longer. I've got a good excuse. But unfortunately, that'll take a bit of planning. Like, I'll have to like go back to my old cinema, and I'll have to make some plans for myself, because there's no way I can remember how to make it otherwise. So that's probably the next project. But that's going to be really fun, actually. I look forward to building something quite long with you guys. I watch all the time to build my houses. That's awesome, it's Gucci. I love your vids. Thank you, TNL. Yes, a cinema more. A cinema. Hi, TSMC, can you make one more build? I'm not going to be doing that today because I don't have the plans for any of my builds. Like the only things that I'd be able to build today is like brand new stuff that I'd be figuring out along with you guys, or I'd be able to build a couple more townhouses or something like that. But we're going to build some more roads and we're going to lay the foundations for the cinema, like I said, and we might also clean up. What did we do around it? How did we leave off? Okay, so we made a car park for our apartment buildings last time. Oh, I was going to do a 7-Eleven here, or, you know, some sort of shop or something. That'd be quite cool. So, I don't have any car parks to do. I'm not going to clean up this area because I don't even know what's going to go on here. So, I think that the next thing to do is just prepare some of the city for a cinema. That's definitely what the next thing is going to be. So we just need to make an area that's big enough for a road. I might even just make a road around the entirety of the park, and then I can just like expand and destroy it as I need to. I'm gonna add a fire alarm to the cinema. I absolutely would. I added like a fire escape to the cinema, or at least fire doors, fire exits I should call them. TSMC, can you make an army base? At some point in time, I will make an army base. Can you make a car wash? Yeah, I could make a car wash. Something that I could make if I had the plans. I want to add one somewhere around here. Is a petrol station or a gas station, whatever you want to call them. Can you make a church? I could probably make a church. Train station? Yeah, train station has to be done. A train station would actually probably be built somewhere near the city centre. I need to design one though. I have my old train station, but I can do better than my old one, so I'll be redesigning that at some point in time. This should hopefully connect all the way over to here. Yeah, that's perfect. So, yeah, I've designed the roads luckily in such a way that... hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. This comes a little bit too far. My bad. Okay, but we can solve this problem. So I'm not going to put the cinema on this side because that'll actually mess things up a little bit. But the cinema will quite comfortably fit somewhere on this side. Just because of how I've made the road there, I'll have to figure out what's going to go here. It might just be a load of houses again on this side or something like that. Hey, Billy's backup channel. Thank you very much for the £2. Are you on Minecraft Xbox Live? Can I play? I'm so sorry, Billy, but this is a solo play session. I don't really play with anybody, but thank you very much for the £2, and I might play with people in the future. I don't really like giving out my gamer tag because I've done that in the past, and I have like endless messages and like people join my worlds all the time and stuff when I'm just trying to like chill out and build stuff for the channel. Thank you very much for the $1 fun time. I appreciate you very, very much as well. Thanks so much. Good morning, Atomic MC. Can you build a monorail? I'm sure I could build a monorail. That reminds me of the Simpsons episode, actually. Monorail. Anybody else remember? I love that song. Can you make a highway? I'd certainly be able to make a highway. I don't know if I'd ever make a tutorial for a highway. It's just like a straight road, pretty much, with like a load of lanes. You know what? I might actually make all of this road, and I might chuck a couple of cars on it, like where I know that they're not going to be a problem. I think I can remember how to make my cars from memory, so that I could place a couple of them, chuck them in car parking spots. I think I could even do my motorbikes as well, maybe as well. So yeah, maybe we'll do a couple of vehicles and stuff. But remember me, of course, Laffy. Hello once again. Can you build an elevator? I couldn't build a working elevator. I'd have to do some redstone stuff for that. I'm not a redstone guy. Can you make an archery school? I have no idea. Okay, I built an ice cream truck. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much again for the £2, Billy. And I'm glad that you like my ice cream truck. I hope that you made the parlor as well, or I hope that you saw it anyway. TSMC, can you have shaders? You know what's so sad is that they promised that they'd bring shaders to Xbox, but we've never had them. I don't think that we're ever going to get them. I'd have to be on PC. What have you done whilst I... Okay, Joshua Fang, and for other people that might have missed it, we've finished Starbucks, if you've kind of left the stream. Starbucks has been integrated into this little area here with Subway. And the outside of Starbucks is pretty much done, unless I choose to add a couple more seats and stuff. And the inside of Starbucks is done too. So, Starbucks is pretty much entirely complete. If you do want to make Starbucks, I have a step-by-step guide for this. Check out the City Builds playlist. You should be able to find it quite easily. Hopefully. But yeah, that's Starbucks. I think it looks quite nice. Starbucks and Subway, it's always nice to have a choice. Well, I mean, Subway do drinks, obviously, but you can get like a sandwich and a coffee or whatever. And it's right next to the towers. I actually have to do the insides of these towers. I don't have to do the entire insides to them. I just have to do the visible insides. Like, you can see here where you can actually see, like, the front room or the living area. I have to at least do that to these towers here on every floor because that looks kind of like... I don't like how that looks. So we've got a couple of things that we can actually do on stream. So I don't know what the priority is going to be. We have to make a road and set up the cinema area. But I don't know whether I want to make... I'll probably make a couple of cars and maybe I'll make a start on some of the inside of the apartments. TSMC, I'd like to know if you can make some builds from the island of Sodor from Thomas. Really? Is that where is that what is that what it's called? I don't know about that though. I'm very sorry. I'm not really doing like cartoony builds and stuff at the moment. I'm focusing on like survival and modern and city builds. But if I ever get back into that stuff, then maybe build a casino. I absolutely have to build a casino. See you later, Moore. Thank you for joining the stream. I've been watching since 500k subs. That's awesome. Thank you for sticking around so long. Build a volcano. I'm not sure that I want a volcano in my city. It wouldn't fit in. Make a karate dojo. I have to make like a karate school. That'd be awesome. Oh, that's awesome, TCB. I guess it wasn't that bad to edit. Airport, absolutely. Volcano, mountain, spiral tower. You know, a guy that likes to like make that sort of stuff is Jarracraft. I don't know whether he's made like volcanoes and stuff, but like he kind of likes that whole like fantasy sort of like volcanoes and big giant fantasy towers and like that sort of fun stuff. I will go to sleep because it's nearing 6 AM, but I have insomnia, so that's not happening. You know, I know exactly how you feel. I've suffered a little bit with insomnia, especially with like being a YouTuber. I know your pain. If you decide to get Discord, just add. Oh, that's awesome, Scrift. If I did, as soon as I figure out like the benefits, or I guess no, but you know, once I figure out exactly what Discord would be, then and I have it, by the way. I use it to like chat to my friends and what have you, but Maybe it would be handy actually. I mean, it'd be kind of useful to like keep in touch with you guys. Yeah, I know TCB. I know. So many. Make a Chipotle. That's on my to-do list. I've got so many restaurants and stuff that people like. I need to make like Chuck E. Cheese, Dairy Queen, Chipotle, Little Caesars, Papa John. Like the list goes on. Chili's. I've got so many. Five Guys. Like I've got an endless amount of restaurants to make. Don't worry, eventually I will get to all of them. So maybe this street here can kind of maybe this can kind of go through. So I'm making a road here, and I'm not thinking about how I wasn't thinking about where it might actually go. So we could actually have like the road could persist this way, and the road would want to go both ways because we can't just think about this little square around the park. We've kind of got to think about the rest of it. So, yeah, I don't think that that'd be too bad. So we could have like a road that goes out of the city here. When we have the cinema, there has to be parking for it. So maybe we could even have like a part of the road connect to the parking. But that's a problem that we figure out after the cinema itself is built. What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with Nightbot? Nightbot basically doesn't like people linking anything, and Nightbot doesn't like spamming. That's what. So if you keep typing the same thing over and over again, like rapidly, then Nightbot is not happy. Please build SB737 house. I don't even know what that is. Just came back from watching my East. From watching your East? TSMC, can you do... TSMC? TSMC. Can you do stuff in Roblox? If I ever find the time to do loads and loads of streams, like if I manage to find a time to like stream more than once in 1 week, and I don't feel like building Stream City, then I could absolutely do that. Can you make a gym? Yeah, I'm going to be making it. I'm going to make a few different kinds of gyms. I'm sorry, Mooley, but Nightbot apparently thinks you are. Now, Nightbot... You know, Nightbot has its own definition of what spam is. So, it's not... I don't... Nightbot kind of has a little mind of its own. It may have to be calibrated. SB737 is a YouTuber. Oh, really? Discord has benefit of keeping up with people and updating them while controlling how many people talk to you at once so they don't spam you and it's annoying. Yeah, you see, that is kind of interesting. I guess it's something that I'd use whilst not streaming and stuff. But then again, I mean, you've also got YouTube comments, though. I guess Discord would be like a better place to have like a concentration of people. Where, like YouTube, obviously, you get all sorts of people like commenting on your videos and stuff, like people that aren't even necessarily fans. They're just like one video that you might have made. But I guess if people joined you on Discord, then I guess that you've got like people that are like fans, so to speak. I guess that might be the benefit, actually. TSMC, can you make a science center? I don't know, that's kind of vague. TSMC, do you drink milk tea or bubble tea? It's so famous in my place. I only drink milk tea. I've heard of bubble tea, and I don't even know exactly what bubble tea is, but it sounds delicious. For those of you that don't know, although I'm trying to drink less of it, I drink so much tea, it's almost pretty much entirely what I live on. I've kind of integrated water recently, but I love tea. I'm a real tea belly. Can you make a YouTube building? Also, what time do you live stream? So, Mikkel Vlogs, I live stream pretty much every single Friday. And I stream at, it's about 1 o'clock GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time. Sometimes I like to try and stream a little bit more. But it's pretty much every Friday, guaranteed. Make a playground. Well, Lego Master, you're in luck. Because that right there is a playground. If you don't like that playground, there's no helping. But I have made a playground and an entire park that goes with it. You can find the tutorial for that in the City Builds playlist. I love tea as well. Supper, I absolutely I feel you. I can't get enough of it. It's delicious. I particularly like I like any kind of tea. So I probably would love bubble tea. Can you build Thorpe Park? Thank you. Number one, thank you very much for the £2 again, Billy. I love you. I love these £2. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Can you build Thorpe Park? I've never actually been to Thorpe Park, but I wouldn't be able to recreate an entire theme park because I mean it's just too big, and too detailed. I wouldn't be able to do it. Eventually, I'm probably going to make my own little theme park with my own roller coasters and certain attractions and stuff. But I'm not going to recreate a whole one. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for showing up to the stream, Garcia. I appreciate seeing you. I love seeing you every week. Please build Buckingham Palace. I don't know if I want to build like a full-on Buckingham Palace. Right now I'm in Canada, so there's no more Target here in Canada. Really? Target's still around though, right? It's like a big American supermarket sort of place-ish, right? We don't have them in Britain, so I kind of only... SB737 has a huge city even bigger than this. You should check him out. Maybe I will. I've only recently started building a city. I kind of wish that as soon as I started doing city builds, all that time ago, I wish I would have actually built a city to go with them. It's only now that I've started live streaming it that I've actually wanted to build a city. So, hey TSMC, are we over yet here? We did Starbucks, if that's what you mean. We made Starbucks. I'm just making some roads and stuff at the moment. And I think that I'm going to do maybe a couple of cars and maybe a couple of parts of apartment buildings. I don't actually know how long... I really wish I'd keep a timer of this. I don't know how long I've been streaming. But I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. Although I will say that I am roasting in my office. It is incredibly hot. We've actually got nice-ish weather here in England, or at least where I am. I hope that it's as nice where you guys are. I've made the card shop from Yu-Gi-Oh! That is a cool build. I remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh! When it first came out, like the original anime. Very cool. Can you build Michigan? Like the state? I like the builds I like. Thank you, Lucia. Lucia? Names are a kryptonite. I don't think I have to tell you guys that. You should make I don't even know. Hey TSMCs, you should get I have a fan, but it'll make too much noise. I should open my door. You know what? Hang on a sec. Let me open my door. It's like a little... I'm getting roasted. It's like an oven in here. Whoops. I may have knocked over a bottle. I just had to open my office door, guys. I think that was the problem. Turn on the AC. It's very rare that you'll actually find people with AC in Britain. AC would be lovely. Like, it's very rare you'll find it unless you're at like a hotel or something. Like, or at least that's been my experience. I don't know anybody that actually has like air conditioning in their house. I think that's more of like an American thing where like the humidity is much higher and like it's hotter. I imagine like a lot of you guys in Australia and stuff have it. It's raining where I'm at. You know what? I might almost prefer the rain to roasting in here. It's actually gotten a lot better now that I've opened that door. That door has helped immensely. Can you build a cinema? Michael, that is exactly what we're going to be doing in the next episode of Stream City. Make a hockey rink. I'm going to do a hockey rink. Make a Tim Hortons. That's already on my list, don't worry. So, just to keep repeating myself, because I know a lot of you guys come in and out of the stream, we're just making a little bit of a road around here, and then we're going to add some details in cars. But there's going to be a cinema, and it will take up quite a lot of space. There's going to be a cinema, like here, like just opposite the park. And we can add some crossings and stuff and maybe a little something around it. But it's also going to have like... it'll probably have some sort of car park, and we'll add some more food places around it, whether it be KFC or McDonald's. You know, we'll add something around the area. TSMC, what if I make blueprints for you and send them you via Instagram? I mean, you could do that, Wesley, but I'd just be as easy doing my own. Because I obviously, like, whenever I make a tutorial for something, I have to make my own blueprints. Like, I design something, and then I just basically, like, I record myself, like, walking around the building and stuff, and then I chuck it into, like, Paint or Photoshop or whatever, and I just add, like, necessary measurements, and that's all I need to, like, recreate stuff for videos and for Stream City. A 7-Eleven would be dope. Yeah, a 7-Eleven's... I've already picked out a spot for it. I mean, depending on how much time we have next week, I might be able to build 7-Eleven on, say, Wednesday, if I have enough time. Or maybe I'll do that on Friday, but it's definitely going to be either a cinema or 7-Eleven. The cinema is a bigger time commitment because, well, the cinema probably takes about 2 hours to make in total, but 7-Eleven's probably about an hour, maybe a little bit less, because I'm not going to be tutorialing it at the same time. So now that we've got our basic street laid out, and you know it's quite basic, and we'll make all the lines and stuff like. Once I know how long the roads are going to be, like in this situation, like we won't just have like a solid white line going through. But that's enough planning for now. That's not too bad. That kind of like sets us up for next time, and then areas will start getting more refined, like this area here, as we progress. Make a prison. I'm going to be making an updated version of my prison very soonish. Here it's 45 degrees. Now, I'm guessing that that's in Fahrenheit, and I don't think that that's very high. I'm guessing that's quite cold. What's that? By the way, TSMC, you should look down upon the people that disliked the vid. If people want to dislike my vids, I don't mind. I should make a candy shop. I'm just enjoying a bit of water here, guys. Connor Lynch asks, do you have any tips on how to start building a city? Yeah, I do actually. Start off with figure out where you want the middle of your city to be. Build something in the middle, and then build around it. So, like, when I figured out that I wanted to build a city, like Stream City here, I built this park, like, right in the middle. And then around that park, obviously, it's allowed me to expand, like I added roads, and then I was like, I want some houses overlooking the park. And I split those up with that road there, and then I made some more houses, split that up there, and some apartments, and I've got Subway and Starbucks. Like, you get the idea. Like, if you start off with just one build, and honestly, the next will probably come. Like, once you've figured out one build, whatever you want to be in the middle, whether that be like a big area, like a park, or whatever it might be, a skyscraper, whatever, then you can work from there. You'll find that you'll kind of just figure it out naturally. That's kind of what I did here. Like this, but I didn't plan exactly. Like, I planned the park, but what came after it kind of just happened organically. But I want to gather the stuff here for a car. So I couldn't at least add one car here to this car park. There was so much spam, I put them in timeout. Thank you, TCB. Very, very helpful with the spam. I mean, Nightbot does what Nightbot does, but, you know, sometimes Nightbot doesn't do a good enough job. It's hard to read when so many people are spamming. Like, I miss a lot of, like, messages. Like, I miss a lot anyway, unfortunately, and that's not on purpose, but, like, when people are just, like, spamming, it's even harder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think my cars are about 6 blocks long. I can't... So, I'm sure that I put one wheel here and one wheel here, I think. And these are, like, the smallest cars, like, and you can't get inside them or anything like that, but they function perfectly just for, like, kind of like the appearance of a car. I'm guessing that the window will go here. Yeah, there we go. So it's kind of like a long car, like this. You could probably make a smaller one if you wanted to make, like, a Mini or something, but it just looks kind of nice, like, to have a few added details. Like, that's the same reason that yeah, this doesn't look too bad. And then just put, like, a grill. Oh, I guess it'd need headlights too, right? So, item frames. And then do we have any quartz here that I can kind of just steal? Not really. So, or maybe we can use block of iron. It doesn't really matter too much. So, something like that. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And then if we just put a little bit of carpet... That's a perfectly alright looking car. I mean, it's a little bit long. You could probably shorten a little bit if you didn't mind. Like, I don't know what the smallest car you can actually physically make, but I quite like that one. And then you can add lights on the back if you wanted to. Like, the back lights, I mean, for a car, it's usually like brake lights, which are red. And then if you wanted to take things one step further, we don't actually need glass block. Then you could add, like, a license plate or, like a handle to open the boot. So, you know, whichever one you wanted to do, you could add something like that. But that's how you make a pretty simple car. I'd always recommend carpet because you get to use, because like the carpet blocks or the wall blocks fit in so well with the carpet blocks. So I think that looks pretty decent. Hey TSMC, where has Carter Schaffner? Yeah, I do remember Carter. I don't know. So you can read chat easily. I didn't see the first part of that message. Hang on. TSMC put slow mode on chat. I could do that. Do you call it butter or gold? Well, considering the fact that I'm not... Is it Captain Sparkles that calls it butter? I just call it gold. You should build Google. I actually kind of looked into that, like the YouTube headquarters and Google headquarters. I'm not sure that I'd be able to make them. Like, they're kind of weird buildings. I don't know what I'd do with the insides of them is the more important thing. Hold my road. Can you make a pool? Yeah, I'm going to make a public pool. I don't know if I love Doctor Strange, Hans. I think I remember you from a previous stream as well, so welcome back. I like Doctor Strange. He's a cool hero. After the stream, I will watch last Friday's City stream. Have fun with that, Stephanie. Make a zoo. I should mention that with you saying that, Stephanie. If anybody wants to watch any of the past streams where I started from nothing here, and I've built up all of this, there's a whole playlist, but I mean, it's hours long now. Like every episode is at least an hour of Stream City, but they are in a playlist, and this will get added to it as well. Can you make a movie set? Banana Man, I really don't know how I'd do that, to be honest. I charged my phone last night so I can make sure I was able to have enough battery to watch my stream. I'm glad that you put so much preparation in TCB. I enjoy you being part of these streams. Spider-Man's my favourite superhero. Mine too. I can't wait for Away From Home. Or Far From Home, is it called? I'm bad with titles. Pretty cool watching this, first time seeing something like this. Thank you, Robert. I try my best. Ninja Slayer, maybe. So we've got a car there. Is there any other... I mean, obviously we can chuck cars on the roads. I might put a car over here. So we in Britain, we drive on the left side of the road. I know Americans drive on the right, so I'm gonna make all my cars like drive on the left, just because I mean that's what we have over here. But obviously you can mix and match. But I figure like if we have a car on the road here, probably driving close, probably about here. I don't want to add too many cars because I'm not sure... Hang on, what was that? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what the landscape's going to be like around here. Like, I don't want to add a load of cars and then have to, like, reroute a lot of them. I'll be quite happy once I've figured out all of this area around Stream City, like... Once I've figured out, like, where roads are going to go exactly, then I'll be able to add more little details like this and more crossings and stuff. But that's kind of like why I've not done that many of them for now, is because I could add like a load of cool crossings in, and like this would be like this is where you'd have lights and stuff. It's actually on the wrong side of the road, but I can't add that stuff until I've like definitively figured out where all of my roads and everything are going to lead to. So I'll be quite happy once this little square in the middle of the city's complete. Just going to have a sign back here as well. Going to have carpet back here. Item frames. We're going to have to steal some of that red wool or red concrete from somewhere too. We need headlights and a grill. Block of iron just looks like headlights. And do we have red concrete anywhere? I prefer red concrete rather than red wool. So just going to use a bit of red concrete for the brake lights. But as soon as you start adding like small details in, I mean, it really does make a difference. Like this is probably my favorite part of the city, and it's not even done properly. Like the crossing's not even like done properly, and I just love this. But yeah, we've done a couple of cars, so I kind of want to just lay out the insides of these buildings enough so that they don't look weird. So that just means grabbing a little bit of white concrete and just making some interior walls for these parts. Like, as long as I don't even have to add, like, fill in these rooms behind. I just want the appearance in here that, like, you know, that there's actually something going on, because it's just what you can see from the outside. So we've just got to add walls in, all in here, and then just like the TV and some like couches and stuff. Dark Wolf, I have no idea what happened, but the same thing happened to me. I'm glad you're still here. I'm a live streamer. How do I get views? I don't know, Michael Vlogs. I have no idea. Just keep doing what you do. That's what I did. Just keep doing what you do and just hope that people watch. That's all you can do. I get asked a lot, like, tips for YouTube. I don't consider myself a very good YouTuber, so I don't really like giving tips. But the best thing that I can suggest is really just find what it is you do. Like, figure out what you like to do and what it is your channel's focused on and what you like doing, what is sustainable. Like, it might be that right now, like, slime videos get a load of views or, you know, whatever it might be. But if it's not something that you want to do, it's not going to work. Find something you like to do that you do well and just keep doing it. That's pretty much all you can do. Can you build a black car, please? You know what, Billy? Again, thank you for the £2. You don't have to donate to leave a suggestion, but can you build a black car? I'll tell you what, because you did donate and because you did ask very, very nicely, I can absolutely build you a black car. But thank you again for the £2. And to get something done, you don't have to donate, guys, just to let you know. But I do appreciate it. Thank you, Billy. Well, where shall we put this car? Maybe we'll put it on the opposite side of the crossing, because that makes sense. So, how about... So we need some black wool, we need some black carpet, and it's pretty much going to be in a parallel position to the other car. So I might make the wheels grey. I'm not going to make the wheels grey. No, actually no. I'm not going to make the wheels grey. They can... Wait, well, you know what? I'd never say never. We'll see first. But yeah. It has to be wool because we need to use the carpets. Just need to add a couple of rows here. Bit of glass pane. I'm thinking that we might actually... The wheels being grey might actually make a difference. I do think black cars are very cool. Like, my car's red in real life. I'm not a car guy, but I mean, you know, I can appreciate them still. I really like red, white, and black for cars. Like, I think that that's really cool. And I also like the gunmetal grey colour, which is kind of like, you know, like a shiny sort of metallic-y silver. I think that that looks really cool. But as I said, I'm not really a car guy. I like mine for transport and pretty much nothing else. But black, red, white, and like gunmetal grey make really cool colours for cars, I think. So if we add some brake lights back here as well... There we go. That looks pretty good. But the only problem is, as I anticipated, is that the wheels kind of fade in a bit. So if I do turn those grey concrete instead, then I reckon that that'd be a little bit better. The carpet literally just like fires right off of the top of the wheel. Looked kind of funny for a second. But I think that that'll look alright. I mean, obviously they could be any colour, but I kind of like... Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I think that looks alright. I mean, it could be any grey block, really, and I could change these buttons for these ones. Because I really like the combination of, like, black and, like, lighter colours. But I don't know whether that looks dumb or not. I'm going to keep it, but I guess grey would probably look a little bit better. It's just that the grey fades into the grey buttons fade into the grey tyres too much, but I think that looks alright. Kind of reminded me of a funeral car for some reason. It's a little bit creepy, but I think it looks it doesn't look too bad. I like Ferraris. Hello, Patty. I like Ferrari. Hello, Pat. Somebody requested that I say that. I like Ferraris look cool. Like I said, I can appreciate the look of cars, but and Ferraris look really cool. Like red Ferraris. I mean, it's classic, obviously, but like I said, I just don't appreciate them as much as some people do. I think I still have my plans of my computer of how the inside of these are supposed to look. Just give me a second. Because I can't remember off the top of my head how these living rooms are supposed to look. You see, there we go, perfect. Yeah, I do still have them. So these living rooms, I think I'm on the first floor here, right? So obviously we have to have a door. This is what I did to all of the outsides of them. I think I have a door. Actually, I don't even need to really add any details on the outside. I just need to show the fact that there's a door here. Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to see very well the inside of these buildings unless I make some really tall buildings around these ones. I'm trying to do as little interior as possible. So if you can't see it from the outside, I'm probably not going to do it when it comes to these. So what do I need to do here? I need some quartz stairs. I need some quartz slabs just to kind of like make a little TV stand. I need a bit of black concrete. I need a note block of some sort. I need some bookshelves as well. What else? I already have quartz stairs. I need to pick a color for these rooms. But you know what? I don't think I have to do that just yet. I'm going to do that later. And I want a table and just maybe like a couple of chests, maybe even like an armor stand, because I reckon you'll be able to see it. And I just need some end rods. And then I can do all of the color specific stuff after the fact. So all these rooms are going to have in them pretty much. It's just going to be a television. And it's just a simply designed TV. It's going to have a couple of bookshelves. Do they go up to the ceiling? Yes, they do. It's going to have a sofa in here, which is, I think, just a couple of stairs here, and then it will wrap around like this. I mean, maybe even it will go that far and it will just like wrap around here. It's going to have a standing lamp. It's going to have a scaffolding in the form of just like a little table. And maybe even like an armor stand, and you know, it could just have like a chest or so next to it. So it's going to be pretty simple. And then there'd be another door here, which I can add in after the fact, and I could put a painting on the TV. But all of the sofas are going to be a particular color. That's why I've left them off. The same will be said for here, and also the lamp as well. So if I just add in all of this stuff, then it just kind of like sets me up for every single room. And they can all be the same. It doesn't really matter, because it's just the outside appearance looking in that I'm looking for. Hey there, Cohen. Thanks for joining. Pooping. Okay. What, you're pooping whilst watching this stream? I'm glad I can help you poop. Is that a weird thing to say? It feels weird. I don't like it. Can you build a Walmart? Yeah, I'm going to be building Walmart, Target, some UK-based supermarkets and stuff too. What is the next city build? A supermarket, and it's coming out tomorrow on the channel. It's a two-parter though. One part's coming out on Saturday, which is tomorrow, and then another part's going to go up on either Sunday or Monday. I haven't kind of like figured that out quite yet. What? Project Zorgo is pooping. That almost sounds like a military operation. You know what, like when you watch like war films and stuff, it's like, we must complete Project Firefly. Like Project Zorgo sounds like a mission that somebody has to go on. Hey TSMC, can you please make an NFL football stadium? I'm going to be making a stadium which could be like a multi-stadium, like you're going to be able to use it for soccer or football. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that eventually, and I'm quite eager to do it as well. So it's not going to be too far away. So that's all of these rooms. I do have to swap over to the other building and do all of those rooms in that exact same way, and then we can add all of the colours to the rooms. Can you make a limo tutorial, please? Once again, I feel like I'm living the same moment over and over again. Thank you very much for the £2, Billy. I guess I could do that. Limo would be hard, though. Like, to make a limo tutorial, you'd have to, like, to make it cool, you'd have to want to get inside of the limo. That'd be a challenge. I can write that down, though. I don't have my pen. Hang on, let me write it down on my actual, like, my computer list of stuff. So let me write down limo tutorial. Let me see if I can do a good one that you can actually get inside of. Otherwise, it's just gonna kind of look like a stretched out car, but we'll see. I might be able to do that for you. I'm not making any promises other than the fact that I'll try. TSMC, make a huge mini game. I don't even know where I'd start. Project Zorgo is a fake roleplay thing? Is it? I have no idea. I don't know. Hi TSMC, could you give me a shout out? Hey there, CG Gamer? There's your shout out. So I don't have walls in this particular apartment building, but I do know where they go. It goes here and here, and then it just goes right across here. So we're going to have to build these walls. We're going to have to build up the living rooms, and well, that's pretty much it. Once the walls and living rooms are put in. Oh, I guess we'll also have to do the lobbies to the apartment buildings as well. And then we'll be done with these. I kind of figured that I'd be done with these apartment buildings when I actually built them. But I was kind of sort of lazy. Like, I didn't want to do the insides of them at all. And I suppose that I'm somewhat suffering for it now. But once this is done, I guess it's done. I am picking... This is the biggest one out of all of them. I think that this one has like 5 floors. Hey there, Raymond. TSMC say re. I remember you from last time. That's alright, right, guy. Thanks for stopping by again. Ever reliable. I'll go to bed. Oh, that's awesome, Hans. Thanks for showing up and saying hello. Enjoy making Burger King. Can you make a swimming pool? Not only the... But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like a public swimming baths. Yeah, I can. Don't ask me when it's going to be made, but I can and will. I have every build you ever put on YouTube in one world. I made it. Is that true? If that's true, that's crazy. Why does it look like diabetes? Because it's so colourful? Yeah, I made the mistake of making the floors the same colour as the outside of the apartment building. I know what you mean, though. Like, the floors, I did contemplate making them either white or some sort of, like, you know, like oak or whatever. But at least it makes them interesting with them being a weird colour. But I know exactly what you mean. The only reason that they are this colour is because, like, that's the outside of the colour of the building, too. But I like the way that you put that. See you later, Ikai. I'm new to the channel. Can you make a school? You are going to love when I make the tutorial for my school. It's a really cool one. I actually built and designed it very, very recently. It's not on the channel yet, but it will be, I promise. Sometime soonish. So, yeah. Okay, so now we've kind of done all the rooms here. We just have to add the doors to every floors, and then we can kind of do the same sort of thing that we did to all of the other apartment buildings. Oh, hang on, did I miss a wall here? How did I miss a... I'll be back for you, wall. Hang on. That's the lobby? Yeah, okay, so that's the lobby. The only reason I can tell is because of the oak. So if we build this wall in here, and then we work our way up like this. So what did I have? Oh, I had quartz stairs. That was a material that I chucked away. But yeah, we've got to do all of that preparation for these. You absolutely can, Dominicio? Demonico? I hope that I've got your name right. You guys, I really shouldn't explain the name thing anymore. I'm really bad. TSMC build a wall. Okay, alright. Who am I, Donald Trump? Why am I building a wall? Unless you're referencing the fact that I did just build a wall. Maybe I am like Donald Trump. Uh-oh. But yeah, I've got to, that's right? I'm not missing anything there, except for the colourful stuff and the doors, but that can come afterwards. So I've just got to go through every floor and do exactly that. Can someone watch the language? TCB usually does that. Nightbot, I think, sorts out profanity. I think. Uh-oh. Can you make a beach? I mean, I'd be able to like make a beach-related house and stuff, and I'm sure that I'll do some of that in regards to summer, like when summer comes along properly. But I don't know if I'm just gonna like straight up make a beach, especially not in this world. Or at least not yet. I mean, we've not gotten to the landscaping part of this world just yet. My friend on PlayStation 4 watches you. That's awesome. I don't build on PlayStation myself, but if I didn't have an Xbox, I probably would. Or PC. Probably PC, only because, well, I mean, PC gets all the fun stuff. Although they don't have controllers. Although I guess you could still build with a controller. This is, you know what, this has got many layers to it. TSMC, can you build a target? Absolutely. Hey there, Eduardo. Is everything vanilla? I don't. If by what you mean is everything vanilla, like there's no mods or anything, there's no special blocks or anything. Like I think everybody can do all this stuff. If that's what you mean, like this isn't modded at all. So yeah, pretty much. That's kind of like I mean I'm not sure if that's what you were actually asking with your question, but that's why I like to build on Xbox, because I mean it's pretty much unless you go to like, you know, like old versions of Minecraft, like Minecraft 360 and Minecraft maybe like PS3 and stuff, like everybody hopefully can build my tutorials. Like there's no blocks that anybody's lacking. That's kind of why I like and persist building on Xbox. I don't like the idea that anybody would miss out on something. So now we're going to add some individual colors to the rooms. So I mean, there's multiple ways that we can do this. But I think I'm just systematically going to work my way down. I'm going to like red, orange, yellow, like green, blue. Just because I don't want to spend a load of time doing this. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So I think I'll just alternate maybe between these three colors. And or maybe some different colors as well. But as I said, I don't want to spend a load of time on it. I've spent enough time decorating these apartment buildings that I really don't feel like doing them all individually, like to a crazy detail. But I think that this will do just fine. Maybe like a little bit of a rug in front of here, like that. Just that little bit for like a color combination will do just fine. And I would make them the same color on every level, but I think that would look a little too crazy. So we'll just swap between these three, or maybe we'll use these three, head over to the other building, and then maybe like do a similar sort of thing to the other building, but maybe in like a different order, and then that's what we'll do. So hang on, what was this top one? Yellow. So we've yellow, red, and then orange. I think this has 5 floors, so we do have quite a few to do. Yeah, so we've kind of exhausted all of these colors on this. I don't want to like keep swapping out the materials. So we've got 2 more floors to do with this building, and then obviously the lobby area. And this building I think is only 4 floors. So if I start from the bottom of this building and I start with, as long as orange isn't the middle color, so if I start with orange and work my way up, I should be alright. Can you build your channel logo? I don't know about that. I have built my I've built my actual like avatar in the middle of Stream City. I don't think that I'd actually build like the full-on like logo though. I love orange. Yeah, orange is a cool color. Orange and blue is nice together. So orange, and then we'll go yellow. No, we'll go orange, red, yellow. Wait, what color is it over there? I might be able to see. What color is it? Oh no, that's not even... Okay, no. Red goes here because I have 2 more rooms to do over there. Can you build a bank? Yeah, I'm working on a bank at the moment, actually. Not in right now, literally, but in my creative world I am. And then yellow would go above. Oh, this doesn't even have like a lamp. Yellow. Why do I feel as though something's missing from down below? Let me take a look. No, nothing's... I just felt like something was missing there. That's crazy. Anyways, you need to build a toucan park. A toucan park? Like the bird? What's a toucan park? You love Nightbot. If you tell Nightbot you love it, then it might be a little bit more it might be a little bit more forgiving with like spam and stuff. Hey there, Corrupt. I like your voice. Thank you, Banana. So here, what colours go? I guess we can use green and blue, and we should be all right. We'll just use the light colours. I don't mind that it's a little bit boring in the fact that it's kind of like just like, you know, the rainbow pretty much. I just want there to be something through the windows. That's all. And I want it to be different colours because it's a bit more interesting to look at. So we'll go green here. And we'll have a little bit of a rug, although I don't think anybody will even be able to see that. And then we swap over to the other build. Hang on, you didn't answer. Can you make a statue of your favourite superhero? Well, Black Wolfie, I've already made Spider-Man a few times. Spider-Man's my favourite superhero. Hey there, Silent Cows. Didn't you say hello earlier? Deja vu. Have you... Oh, have I watched X-Men Dark Phoenix? No, I want to go and watch it. I might watch it tonight if it's still on. I don't know if it's still on the cinema. I don't know how well it's done. But I love X-Men. And, hang on. Have I done nothing here? Oh, no. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. No, it wouldn't be possible. So the sofa's going to go here. The lamp's going to go here, right? And then it's not possible to, like... So I guess I could preemptively place the table. I guess I'm just doing things in reverse a little bit. So the table can go there. And then it'll have a little bit of a rug in front of here. Okay. So since I've not added the furniture... so we'll nip up here and we'll do the same sort of thing. Should I really put green stuff in a green building? Oh, this is too much green. This is way too much green. It's freaking me out. I'm not sure I like that. That's way too much green. Hang on. So what we need down below? We need you. Got that. You. And we need you. Perfect. So we can just hop down and we can apply that. I think it'll be done after that. I'll have to take a look from the outside. That'd be the best way to actually gauge it all. Build the X Mansion. I could do that, but I mean, it's kind of huge. That's actually like, I mean, it sounds stupid to say, but it's actually like a real historical building, I think, where like the X-Men Mansion. But I'm not building that sort of stuff at the moment, though. That's the only thing. I think a lot of these areas are going to need doors, though. I might use just to contrast a little bit of iron door, because I mean, nobody's going to be going in there. TSMC, could you build some video game things? Nah, I'm not building that sort of stuff at the moment, unfortunately. Right, so let's kind of take a look here. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done, and that one's done. That one, and that one. It really does make a huge difference, like when I look at it now versus what it did look like. I mean, you can kind of contrast it against the fact that the lobby has nothing in it as well. But like that makes such a huge difference to me. Like it drove me crazy just like seeing it. I mean, I know you've got these windows on the side, but I can just fill those in with something. Like I can just add a little backing to them, maybe like make them like dark or just blue, so like a light's off. Thank you very much, Luke. But hang on, Luke Baptista. Thank you very much. I'm sorry about the name. TSMC, could I play with you? I'm really not playing with people at the moment, my friend. But if I ever do, then yes. Why do you ignore me? I was just busy building murder. Is that how I pronounce that? Murder. I was just busy building those apartments. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a little bit of a drink break again. And we're going to do the bottom floors of all of those apartments. Get myself all comfy. And then, that was such an old man sound. I'll build the bottom of the apartments. And then I guess I'll go and do some editing or something. Not that I really want to. Saying Gamer asks, are you from the UK or are you Australian? I'm from the UK. Do I sound Australian? I'm so glad, Luke. I'm so bad with names. This is crazy. I haven't watched it since like 2014. You haven't come up in my feeds. No, it's not Joshua. Can you build YouTubers? I'm not building that sort of stuff at the moment. I'm sorry. Make a tower. I'm going to be making... That is something that I wanted to do, actually. You just made me think about it. I kind of want some skyscrapers somewhere. I don't know if to build them kind of like where Starbucks and Subway is. That'd be kind of cool. Like if I just had like a giant skyscraper kind of like built here. Cinema, skyscraper, kind of like the fast food. I can't believe I've only like covered half of the park area like on the outside. It's crazy to me that we've been at this for a while and we just... I mean, the progress is there, obviously, but I figured that we'd have, like, this whole square done by now. Do you like school? No. No. Make a Jim Morrison memorial. As in, like, the guy from The Doors? Make a police station, I have to do that. You love the Endgame movie, you enjoyed, question mark. I did like Endgame, yeah. I didn't like Endgame as much as Infinity War, though. I loved Infinity War. After you watch X-Men Dark Phoenix, will you build one of the characters from the movie? Probably not. I'm not really building that sort of stuff at the moment. Braden Long asks trampoline park. I will be doing another trampoline park. I've already made one, but it's a bit outdated. Plus, I love your avatar. I love Spike from Brawl Stars. Build a meme. Can you build a marina with boats inside of it? Yeah, I guess I could at some point in time. It'd give me a good excuse to build boats. TSMC next stream, can it not be so early? I'm sorry, Charles Miller, but it's literally, well, it was midday for me when I started the stream. So, as I mentioned... The next thing that we have to do is the insides of these things. So we have to come all the way back over here, and I have to... Do I have them here? It'd be kind of unfortunate. Okay, perfect. So I just have to... These are pretty simple. Like this is like if you imagine a fancy apartment building. There could even be hotels. They kind of like function either way. But this sort of fancy apartment building... is basically, it's just got a little lobby area and just like a desk and stuff. Like I don't want to make things too fancy. How did I do this in the first place? So number one, it needs a desk. The desk, it's just going to be made up of like a little bit of grey concrete and some quartz. I just want an area across the back. It's kind of dark in here, isn't it? Maybe I should like slap a lantern on the table or something, like a lantern. Maybe like even add a torch on the wall here, something like that. I just kind of want a few chests back here, and just to... I just don't feel like adding all the same details that I added in the others. Like, you know, when you've made so many of something, like you just kind of like burn out a little bit. That's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment here, but I guess it does kind of have to look alright at the same time. So, some tripwire hooks. In front of the jukeboxes, I want to chuck an item frame. Hey, Ryan Holloman, thanks so much. Great YouTuber, please build one World Trade Center. I don't know if I'd build an actual World Trade Center, but I might make a building that is like modeled on it, so to speak. But thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much, Ryan. Oh, you're still building stuff? Yeah, I am. I take little breaks here and there because, like, number one, it's really hot in this room, and number two, I want to get these buildings done so that I never have to come back to them again. What else goes back here? So we've got a little bit of separation. We just want to add something like just that there. Don't need a till or anything like that. Just kind of like a potted plant to make it all nice. Can be any plant. And then that'll actually do. I mean, that's enough detail for me. I'm quite happy with that. I kind of want, I almost want to cover this up with something. I almost kind of want to, it just looks a little bit out of place to have this. Where's the bamboo table? Here it is. This just looks a little bit out of place, so I think maybe this with like a painting on top of it might be the solution to my problems. I could even use, like if I full on like really wanted to cover it up, I suppose what I would do is I'd put like a plant in front of it. Which isn't a bad idea, and then that really covers it up quite nicely. Read this, don't ignore me. I'm sorry, Black Wolfie, but between building and just how many messages there are, I find it difficult to keep up. What colour interior? Let's have a grey interior down here. So just down here, we're just going to have like a pretty much just a sea, and we're going to have maybe like a little bit of light, maybe the same sort of lamp setup that we had down below, although we've kind of used a bit of terracotta, so we might not. Maybe just something a little bit like this, and then a little bit, just kind of some sort of like seating area. I mean, I could have like armchairs or something like that, but I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this. I'm really not trying to make it like the best interior that you've ever seen, but I also don't want it to look just like, you know, horrible. So that something basic like this will do, and then if I just took some sort of like painting on the side here, it should do. So no, hang on, we need to add some guiding blocks for the painting. Yeah, perfect. That's, by the way, that's it's either my favorite or second favorite painting. I kind of like, I kind of call him like Greek statue man, and I really like the Karate Kid as well. I don't know what your real name is, Black Wolfie. Do a house. Because Jim Morrison died in the UK. If you're talking about the guy from The Doors, he died in Paris. I'm pretty sure. Unless there's several Jim Morrisons. But the Jim Morrison that I know of, like the guy who like from the band, he died in Paris. Hey TSMC, would you rather eat banana or apple? I will find you if you say apple. I'd actually rather have legitimately banana man. I would actually legitimately prefer banana. Saiyan Gamer, the reason that I swapped is just to make a change, pretty much. Like that Michael Jackson song. Make a change. Costco is in the USA. We actually have a few of them over here in Britain too. TSMC, what's the best thing that you have ever built? I'm quite happy about Stream City. That's probably, collectively, I'm very happy about Stream City. It's probably the best project that I've worked on. Can you make Dairy Queen or Costco? I'm sure that I'll eventually get to both of those. Dairy Queen faster than Costco. Yeah, I need to do like freeway and trains and stuff. What did you make? In this episode, we focused on Starbucks. Oh, I'm missing something off Starbucks. I just realized. The actual real life Starbucks, because I did actually model this building on like an actual Starbucks, like you'd encounter. That's hopefully why it actually looks like a proper one. It has these weird hanging lights over some of the windows like this. And, I'm just missing them on mine. I don't know whether they improve the build or not, but I kind of like them because they'll introduce like a couple of different materials and another colour as well, so that's quite cool. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. Anyway, so they're done. I guess I just have to do a similar sort of thing down here, and then I'm kind of done for today. So I have to add this wall in here. And I just have to cover up these stairs like this. And add in another wall. Make a school. I'm tempted to show you my actual school, but I really don't want to ruin it actually. So I take that back. I'm not tempted to show you the school that I've been working on. I like to keep my creative world a little bit of a secret too, because that has all my stuff in it. Then we just need a lantern. It is pretty much, I'm just going to set it up exactly how I set up the other one. I'm not making this fancy at all. I might change the flowers. Maybe this one can like be a blue orchid. But I'm literally, I'm so done with these apartment complexes. I've made a tutorial for them as well, but I've not actually released it yet. I'm so done with these apartment complexes. I love them and all, but I've built them so many times. Could you make a Del Taco, In-N-Out, Walmart, or Wingstop? I actually have a few of those. You know what? Funnily enough, you've requested a couple of things that I don't already have on my to-do list, but a few of those I do. So I guess what I'm telling you is eventually I shall get to them. Black glazed terracotta. I very rarely use this one, but I might do here. It looks okay. And then we kind of just need the seating area. I don't know how much I actually like the seating area that I've made in this one and the other one, but as I said, I'm so over it. I'm not even bothered anymore. Maybe we'll make this a different color. So maybe we'll make this a little bit cyan. I don't know how much I like the cyan mixing with the green, but yeah, we'll just deal with it. Maybe make the carpet a little bit crazier. And also in front of here as well. That looks all right. That's not too bad. It could be better. Maybe even chuck a lantern back here just to light up this little part of the room a bit. And then right in the middle here, we will of course have a painting. I actually don't know what it does stand for, TCB. I'd love it if you could tell me before the stream ends. You know what? I actually hate that painting. I actually really dislike it, but it kind of fits with the whole like terracotta theme. What's the craziest thing you've ever built? The craziest? I don't know what the craziest. I've made a lot of weird stuff. I've made like loads of strange things, to be honest. But I don't know what the craziest thing would be. The craziest project that I'm currently working on would of course be this, because it's never ending. So it's a little bit mental. So I think that we've just about done here. Perfect. Those look great now. So from the outside, those all look nice and filled up. I'm never making anything with that much glass on it again, so that I have an excuse never to have to fill any of them up. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. So what we've worked on today is pretty much we've kind of like refined this entire area. Once we have figured out all of the road systems around the immediate area of the park, and once we've added stuff around, we'll be able to add some like proper crossings in and stuff, because this looks a bit, for a lack of a better term, scruffy. The creative builder, that makes sense. I like it. At least your acronym kind of like, you know, at least your acronym kind of makes sense. Mine just it just means nothing. I like how he ignores a lot of us. Silent Cows, seriously, if you ever stream for yourself, and I'd highly recommend it, because it's kind of like a hardish thing to do. It's hard to talk to everybody, and that's why I'm leaving. Now, I kind of want the whole view in. I'm kind of just going to leave myself here and chat to you guys for a couple of minutes before I have to go. But this is Stream City as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be nice and still. I haven't went AFK or anything. I am here, and I just want to talk to you guys. Hyper YT. I wouldn't call myself popular, but I hope that me noticing you matters a little bit. Hello. If not the craziest, what would be the hardest thing you've built? So the hardest thing that I've ever worked on that I hated working on, because I had to remake it a couple of times, was the Ender Dragon, and I made it to scale. Like, I made the Ender Dragon like block by block, like as big as it is, like all of the wings flying. It was a nightmare. I had to re-record it a couple of times. It was horrible. TSMC, would you rather play Fortnite or Minecraft for the rest of your life? I'd rather play Minecraft. I don't like Fortnite very much. I mean, the game's okay. I don't think it's a bad game. It's probably a really good game. Like, if you really get into it, it's probably really fun, but it's just not my type of thing. I like MMOs and stuff recently. Sing Bohemian Rhapsody. I love Bohemian Rhapsody, Banana Man, but I'm not going to be singing it. Can you build another trampoline park? Yeah. I always catch the very end of your... Really, cool cat? Well, I'm sorry about that, but I think I've been streaming for a couple of hours now, so I'm going to have to be going. I'm glad that I inspired you to make a YouTube channel, Charles. Because I saw your stream, I'm going to go on my old city world and build stuff. You should, Sharkbait. It's really fun. Like, this is such a satisfying build to make. Like, to put everything together, it's so satisfying. Can you build... Oh, yeah, the dude from the Doors. Yeah, he died in Paris, unfortunately. I love the Doors. I have a few records. I have some vinyl. Vinyl being like vinyl records, you know, that you put on like an actual record player with like the needle. I'm sure that some of you guys might not know. I actually have some Doors vinyl. I love the Doors. I remember your first Starbucks video, and I think about it brings joy to your heart. And I'm glad. My first Starbucks is huge. Like, so some of the original buildings, I just built them to like build them to I didn't build them to any sort of scale where they make sense in a city. But that's what I like about rebuilding a lot of my stuff is like, and I think I'm kind of proving that with building this. Like, everything fits together. Everything's kind of to scale. Some things aren't like wildly out of proportion. Make a gas station. A Sheets gas station. I've never heard of those. See you later, Nate Outdoors. Thank you for coming to the stream. That's awesome, Cool Cat. You should work on a city by yourself. I mean, if I can give some people like inspiration, that's really cool. But you should do some stuff by yourself too. I love Yama from Egypt. I've been watching since 2016. That's awesome, Black Wolfie. How do you live stream off an Xbox? You need a capture card, number one, like an Elgato or something like that. And then, yeah, exactly, Braden, exactly. That was the problem with them. You need a capture card like an Elgato, or I don't even know of the other competitors to it because Elgato's so good. You'd need that, and then you'd need streaming software. Streamlabs is free. You'd be able to use that. You'd need a microphone, probably if you wanted to talk to people, maybe even a webcam if you needed people to see you. Like, it's a whole ordeal. If you went on YouTube, you'd be able to find videos that do a much better explanation than me. Can you do a showcase for your Ender Dragon? It'd be pretty cool to see. I think I'd be able to find my Ender Dragon. I think, but it'd be really tough. It'd be really tough to find it. I almost kind of want to do that. You know what? Let's do something fun for the end of the stream. So the current creative world that I build in, right, is it's kind of like an old world that I kind of repurposed into like my current creative world. And where are we? Down here. It's kind of like a repurposed world. But I think my Ender Dragon, my 2-scale Ender Dragon, is somewhere in this world. Now, I'm not going to spend forever looking for it, but I will give it a bit of a go for you. So, we need a potion. We need potions of swiftness because I want to move faster. Hang on a second. One moment, please, so I can actually see my hand. Perfect. Ah, this is the wrong world. Damn, my bad. Hang on. I would laugh so hard if you've built the Ender Dragon on your new school that you're working on. Do you remember that, TCB? That's the only reason that I think that I can find it is because I remember building it above my school. Hang on. Copy of Masterbird, copy of my world, copy of Masterbird. Perfect, this one. This will do. Where are you going? I'm actually not going anywhere at the moment, if you're talking to me. I'm going to try and find my Ender Dragon. Just use commands. I don't know where it is. I've got no idea. I wouldn't be able to use commands. I can't just like go like / location Ender Dragon. I have to manually seek it out. But I'm pretty sure I know what direction it's in. I'm pretty sure that it is over. You might have just got a peek at my school over there. If you guys have been wondering about my school, you might be able. Can you see it over there in the background? It's not looking too bad, is it? So I need to find a point in my world because I like building stuff in rows, right? I like building stuff in rows, so I need to find the previous row to this one, because things got messed up at one point in time in Minecraft, or at least on the Xbox version. You could only build so far in the world. I don't know if that's even still true, because I've not even ran out of space yet. So I have to find a point where, over in this direction, we're going to find another row of stuff, and then once I find that, I have to, I'm pretty sure, go that way, and I will eventually find something. Can you build a windmill for me? I'm probably not going to build a windmill, I'm sorry. No, I could use commands. I could teleport on this version, but where would I be teleporting to? I don't know the coordinates. Can you build a library? Yeah, I'll be doing a library. You see what I mean? Like this whole row of stuff that I've been building, like this, it's almost like going into the past. Like there's Toys R Us and that's not Chick-fil-A. What is it? Popeye's Chicken. Like this is like quite far back and like my car park. There should be stuff over here. Or alternatively, it's one of the two. It's either this way or it's that way. You see, that's the problem here. Like, I can't even really remember. Because, like, they introduced infinite worlds, so I can literally just keep going and going and going, I'm pretty sure. But if we see something either to the left or the right of us, then hopefully we'll kind of get an inkling of which way we're supposed to go. But this is how I design stuff. I just design stuff in rows, and obviously, like, I make tutorials for it as I go along. Can you build a hospital? I'm going to be doing a hospital. How come you read everyone else's comments but not mine, and could a gaming PC? That comment doesn't make too much sense, but I did read your comment, so... Hyper YT, I can't math. Build a Pizza Hut. I've actually built a Pizza Hut. We might have even went past it. Was that Pizza Hut? Hang on. We might have looked out. That's either Pizza Hut or... No, that's Denny's. Never mind. We'll actually encounter Pizza Hut somewhere down here. Can you play Farming Simulator? I've never played a Farming Simulator in my life. Build Steve Harvey as in the comedian? You know what? Here's the bad thing. I don't know whether we go that way or that way. Build your house. I actually want to do that on stream. All about toucans. You know, I have a really bad feeling that we're not going to be able to find it. I don't even know how far this row goes. There's so much stuff. If I get to the point where I haven't figured out which way I have to go, like... Once we kind of like once we reach the point in which like there's stuff that way and stuff that way, then I will know how to find the school where the Ender Dragon is. I don't know. We have embarked on this quest. I'm not sure if it's worth finding it, but I guess this kind of gives you guys an idea of like how things get built and how many builds there are. I should build them in grids though. This is crazy. Build a pony. I kind of... If we went all the way back to the start, you'd be able to see like a pony that I made. Steve on a horse, so I guess it technically is. I'm not really building any more Fortnite stuff fusion. Hey, that's awesome saying, gamers. I hope that you enjoy building stuff. Thanks for coming along. I'm making all the blocks from your tutorials into houses. Yeah, that's a cool thing to do, Golden Knight. TSMC, can you build a hotel with water park? Also, do you know how to back up Minecraft worlds? I basically just make copies of my worlds. So, I mean, that's how I do it. On Xbox, anyway. I mean, on PC, obviously, you know, you can take the file and you can literally copy it. But all my worlds are backed up quite a few times. Whoever requested Pizza Hut, by the way, I have done a Pizza Hut. You'll be able to find that in the City Builds playlist. That's a long time ago. We're going so far back that we've found statues. Which is crazy. If you look on a map, you can find it. No, I don't think I can I? Because if I... What's an empty locator map? There's a... It doesn't really show anything, right? I'm pretty sure... Oh! Haha! This is what I'm talking about. Perfect, guys. Okay. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. So, before the worlds became infinite, I built stuff in rows. Right? So, like, this is like where the world boundary would be. And I just, like, build stuff in rows. That's why I built stuff in rows, right? So, the further this way we go, the further back in time we're going, which is crazy. And you can jump quite far in time. So, like, I don't even know how old that... But, there's my original apartment building. I don't know if some of you guys might remember this. Doo-doo-doo. Here we go. This is my original apartment building, which I still like, by the way. It's a pretty cool addition. You can see some modern mansions and stuff. You can see some, like, statues. Like, you can really see some, like, a big... Like, I used to build much more of a variety of things, like plushes and statues and stuff. That's, like, a bat cave. But if I go further and further this way, I actually go further and further back in time. A lot of you guys have been mentioning Stark Tower. That's Stark Tower over there. That's pretty cool. That's a modern eco house. That's Jake Paul's house when Jake Paul was a thing. I don't know if he even still is. I don't mean to be insulting, but I don't hear about him anymore. That's Rick and Morty's house. We have a hotel. This is how far back we're going. Like, we have a hotel here. We have some Pokeballs and stuff like this. This is going far back in time. Like, this is like going from, like, here to where we've came from. This is like years in time. It's kind of crazy. Can you build a car dealership? I'm going to be building a car dealership. This is like a Rubik's Cube house. This is before concrete even came out. Like, this is when you had to use, like, wool instead of concrete. There's one of my original water slides. So now I'm pretty sure we have to go this way. Isn't this crazy? It's like this is like such a blast from the past. So over here... By the way, I love this. Oh, the YouTuber wall. So this is one of my favorite builds that I ever made. I made like a Pac-Man arcade machine house. Like, the inside of this probably isn't going to be very good, but I actually really like the arcade machine. That's really, really cool. I love that. Can I re? I could. I just sound like a pig when I re though. Just re. That's the YouTuber house. If any of you guys remember that, where we built like a load of YouTuber heads, like all in rows, like 5 YouTubers at a time. There's me kind of like in the middle. Is that Lachlan? I don't know if... Is that like little Liz? How many of these guys can you name? So that's... Hang on. Stampy, Stacy Plays, Dan, LD Shadow Lady. I'm pretty sure that's Captain Sparkles. Preston, Ashmau, Exploding TNT, that's Popular MMOs and Game with Jen. That's like little Lizzie or something like that. Lachlan, me, Sunday, I don't know that guy. And then we're starting to get to a little bit of obscure people that some of you guys might recognize. Like I recognize like Vicstar and Unspeakable. And like a few other people, but that's crazy. And again, that's before like, and you can kind of see like you only have like terracotta and wool. That's mental. And then we have the old school campsite. I have to redo this. That's mental. Yeah, we have like an old school campsite down there. That's kind of fun. But if we go this way, we should be able to find my old school. And if we find my old school, we find my Ender Dragon. So, my old prison. Perfect. Okay, so we're on the right track. So, that's the Ghostbusters HQ. Hang on, one moment. I want to flip back over to the Ghostbusters HQ. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with that still. And And then you've got the car. I really like that. The movie wasn't too bad either, the remake. It was okay. I loved your campsite. I loved it too. Dan TDM is a great YouTuber. So, Smallish Beans over there, me, prison. Okay, so we've got to kind of go this way. Old police station, arcade machine. We have a wrestling ring. We've not missed the school. I'm pretty sure, by memory, the old Titan Tower, basketball court. We have a barn. Hang on. Oh, the old circus tent. I hate that thing. I really dislike... Hang on. Wait. Right, hang on. So, I can't remember that well. Castle. So, it's around here-ish. Wait. Is that it? Wait. Guys, that might be the school. That might be the school. Where's my Ender Dragon? What? No. Where is it? It should be floating above this school. I built the Ender Dragon right above the school, just like flying above it. Huh. What? You know what? That's incredibly disappointing. That's so unbelievably sad. The Ender Dragon should be here. If it's not here, I do not know where it is. In the tutorial, I made it like floating above the school. Huh. Well, guys, that was... That was for nothing, I guess. That was a nice trip down memory lane, though. I have like a full-scale Ender Dragon, like it takes like hours to build. It should be above here, and it's kind of not. I built it in a tutorial world. I used to use this as a tutorial world. I honestly, sadly, I won't be able to find it then. That is a real shame. Wow. Oh, that's depressing. That really is. I'm so sad now. I feel like just going and laying down after all that. I was so happy to find the school. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I guess I'll have to cut off the stream here. That was fun and all, guys. That was such a great stream. I think that's the longest one that I've ever done. The Ender Dragon is lost. This is the old school, but a lot of you guys are asking about the school. But I'm making a brand new one. You might have saw it at the start when I entered this world. The new one's going to be way better than this one. So, what does depressing mean? It's made me really sad that I haven't found it. That's what depressing means. But yeah, I'm going to have to go, guys. I'm going to have to do some editing and some building and stuff. I'm very sad about that. But if I don't stream next Wednesday, that's not guaranteed. I will absolutely 100%, without a doubt, definitely be streaming next Friday about the same time, 12 p.m. GMT. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this stream. It has been an absolute blast. And I'll see you guys in the next one.